We have something shameful to admit. There's a wildly popular food here in the Netherlands that we really haven't had much of, but don't worry, that's all gonna change today.
Should we say we Gado Gado change that today?
I mean, you can say that, but I'm not going to.
Oh, is it good?
Oh, it's really good.
Really? Is it spicy?
Last year, we tried rijstafel, a popular Indonesian meal adapted by the Dutch, featuring many small plates of varying, mouth-watering Indonesian flavors and styles. But in the summertime, these Pasar Malam events pop up all over the Netherlands. It translates to night market, and it's a celebration of all things Indonesian food. It's meant to bring the feeling and the flavors of a night market in Indonesia right here to the Netherlands. And today, we'll be trying as much of the Indonesian food here that we can.
And first up for the day, we have a Broodje Rendang and a Bintang.
It's we're not allowed having glass bottles here, I guess.
Yeah.
But it is in there.
I can guarantee it is a certified
Indonesian beer.
Yeah, look at this. So it looks like we've got obviously the rendang in there. There's some of the fried onions, I believe some pickled cucumbers, and then a bit of spicy sambal on top.
What is rendang?
Rendang is slow cooked beef with a lot of warm spices. And what I read is that it's cooked so long and so slow that the spices start to caramelize. So there's like a distinct like sweet flavor to it. And it originated in West Sumatra.
What's special about this sandwich?
Is this a trivia question?
It was our favorite sandwich
yes.
from last year. We ate it like every day at the Pasar Malam last year.
I think we had it like 3 times. It looks just as good.
It does look really, really good.
All right, here we go.
I didn't eat breakfast today.
It's just as good as it was last year. The beef is just super tender. It's like shredded, and it's got all of the delicious sauce just like clinging to it. And you can definitely get a little bit of like the cinnamon and the like warm spice flavor in it. And that cucumber just adds like the cool, crisp, refreshing crunch that you need to. And I mean, look at that bread. It's perfectly toasted. This is amazing. I bet you can't wait to try it. Right?
How many stroopwafels?
Oh, 5. 5 stroopwafels.
All morning we were like, we can't forget to do the stroopwafel rating after we eat everything today.
What did I do? I immediately forgot it.
That was an easy 5 stroopwafels. Refreshing.
You might be wondering why Indonesian food is so popular in the Netherlands. Well, Indonesia was a Dutch colony until 1945, and some studies estimate that around 10% of the Netherlands population today has some sort of Indonesian ancestry. Also, one of the more popular foods here, dare I say Good Mythical Morning award-winning,
representing the Netherlands is patatje oorlog,
is patatje or frietje oorlog, which are fries topped with satay or peanut sauce along with mayo and onions. It's a beautiful blend of Dutch and Indonesian food.
Okay, next up we have the Javanese loempia.
Yeah.
And I believe the hallmark of this lumpia is that it has thicker dough than the Vietnamese lumpia that I think we're probably more culinarily familiar with.
Look at it.
Ooh, that's a fried boy. Wow, it looks kind of like a donut.
It does. It looks bready.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm
You're
ready
a
to eat
bready
some
boy?
lumpia.
Oh my God.
Ooh. Oh, it's full of veggies. Look at that.
Wow, it's really beautiful.
Is this healthy?
Oh, it's got green beans in it. Look at that.
If it's got green beans in it, it's got to be healthy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it is so oily. It's like a big, thick donut.
I did not read about this. All right, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa.
Those crispy green beans are very, very good in here.
The vegetables inside definitely still have a bit of a crunch left to them.
There is chicken in this.
Yeah, most of them are chicken, I read. It's pretty much like always chicken. It's the vegetables that can change.
Wow.
I'd say the outside isn't really crunchy. But it's not bready either. Like, how would you describe it? It's just kind of like a nicely fried exterior.
Fried
Yeah.
dough. Very good. 5 stroopwafels.
5 stroopwafels. I'm impressed. Why is this so good? You know, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just really good.
Simple and oily.
Oh my God, it
Just
is
like my wife.
All right, we got ourselves some Gado Gado, which we have had before.
I don't remember having it,
You
but I
don't?
believe you.
Oh, I do. I remember it being really, really good. It's like a warm salad.
You're like a warm salad.
Thanks.
Life is like a warm salad.
It kind of is, especially today. Okay, so Gado Gado literally means mixed vegetables with peanut sauce. So
There's no way it literally means that.
if you type it into Google Translate, it spits that out in English.
I don't think that means it literally means that.
Okay, well, Google Translate told me that it means that. It looks like we've got a ton of green beans, these delicious crackers on the side, tofu, and
You don't remember the name of the cracker.
and tempeh.
Oh.
And let's see, there's peanut sauce, of course,
you
the
say the
fried
egg?
onions, the boiled egg, and then what is this?
Tofu? No.
It's warm. I don't know, I guess we'll explore and figure out what that is. I don't think that's tofu. Okay, here we go. The tempeh is a little tender, but it still has some bite to it. And it gives it like a little bit of a bitterness
You mean
to
chew?
it, which is nice because the peanut sauce is actually quite sweet on this one, so it balances it out a little bit. It's really nice. It's like a nice warm salad. Should I try this and see
Yeah.
what it is? It doesn't have a scent. It's like if you mix a gummy bear and a mushroom. I mean, no, a gummy bear and a marshmallow.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a gummy, fluffy texture, but there's really no flavor to it.
I think I'm going to go with 3.5 stroopwafels. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going to give it 4 stroopwafels. You know, I love me a good, hearty vegetarian dish.
True.
I figured out what this is. It's a rice cake. And now that I'm holding it up, if you can zoom in, you can really see the texture of it.
Yeah.
It's a rice cake.
I was going to say, it tasted familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jesus.
Can't take me anywhere.
You know, I read on the website, there's 100 stalls here.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I can wrap my head around that. It doesn't seem accurate to me, but that's what I read.
Yeah, I mean, we're so familiar with this area. I just feel like you could not fit 100 stalls in this area.
Yeah. Oh, and yesterday when we walked around, we were taking stock of all the food that they had here.
I must have written down 50.
Yeah?
Yeah, like 50 different unique food items.
Yeah, we really had to narrow it down.
Yeah.
What you see in the video today is our best estimate of what we believe to be the best things to show off in the video. But honestly,
It's like 15% of what
you could
find
do this
here.
this exact video every single day for all 4 days, and you probably still wouldn't eat all the food here.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Yeah.
This is the Nasi Goreng Rames Speciaal, and it is, well, it's described as rice stoffel on a plate. So I think what we have here, I think there's some more Gado Gado.
Are they just green beans?
Yeah, there's tofu in them and
Oh, okay.
onions. So I think maybe
Okay.
a boiled egg. I think this is rendang.
Yeah.
Maybe some ajar, nasi, and some satay.
Nasi goreng is fried rice, basically Indonesian fried rice, and it's like a staple of all the plates. You get pretty much anything with either nasi goreng or Bami goreng, which you'll hopefully see later in the video.
Hopefully. All right. I mean, how do I eat this? I love nasi.
Yeah, Michelle loves fried rice.
How do they make the beef so tender everywhere? It is just like, it melts in your mouth. And the rice is like seasoned really well. I feel like Chinese fried rice really just takes on like a soy sauce flavor. But this has got like an onion and red pepper flavor.
It's much more complex.
Yes. So good.
It's actually called ajar. I was like, I'm pretty sure you're just calling it Gado Gado, like you're duplicating the name again, but no, it's just ajar. We've had it before. It's not whatever Michelle was calling it. Or you can call it ajar. It just wouldn't be accurate.
That's like when it's really strong. When the vinegar flavor is
Double
super
the
strong.
ajar?
Double the ajar.
Michelle just returned with the Bami goreng. This is a plate, and it's got 3 pork satay skewers.
It looks
Excited?
delicious. I'm so excited for this.
Okay, so this is all about the Bami goreng, and like we mentioned before, Bami goreng is the sister to nasi goreng. It's like all of the fried rice ingredients that you would get in nasi, except in noodle form. So you can see it shares a lot of the same color, ingredients. It's just, what do you prefer? Rice or noodles? I'm a Bami girl, she's a nasi girl. Oh my god. It's a little sweet, but it has a lot of that same complexity and spices that were in the Nasi. This actually has a lot more ingredients than the other places. Nasi, you can see it in this. Like, look at this.
Is that egg?
I believe it's egg, yeah. Egg, it's got like some, not kale, but something like that. It's got a dark green in here. It's got a great texture. So this is the first satay in the video, not the first satay of the day. Just don't ignore the fact that we've already had satay.
Yeah, just forget about that part. Satay is meat or vegetables on a stick, grilled over charcoal or like an open flame, covered in satay or peanut sauce.
Did we already say what meat it is?
Yeah, pork.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've noticed here, fried onions are basically a mandatory topping on satay.
Yeah, I have noticed that as well.
Yeah. All right.
In there.
The like smoky flavor on the pork is so good. And I also think the pork is marinated in something. It's not just the satay sauce that I'm tasting. I'm tasting something else that's like a bit more of like a roasty flavor or like a cumin flavor.
I think it's the smoke.
You think so?
I think it's just the smoke from the charcoal grill, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that might be it. But like the combination of the two is just excellent. And the pork is really tender. Ooh, how do I get a little bit of both? I bet these are going to go so well together. So I think overall, I'm going to give this Bami a 4.
Okay.
It's really good. It's just like maybe getting 1 point off because it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, all right. And then what about the satay, the pork satay?
The pork satay is going to be a 4.5 for me.
A pork 0.5?
A pork 0.5.
4.4 pork 5?
What about you? Oh, you haven't had it yet.
Yeah, I had it.
Did you have it? Mm-hmm. Did you like it?
Yeah, I agree on both.
Okay.
Okay, while we were sitting here enjoying our satay, we actually got a hot tip from a BUNCHARTED viewer named Jane who said that apparently this place is special because a lot of the different stalls here, they sell goat satay, but they actually are secretly selling lamb. I'm just passing along what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but apparently this place is special because they actually do sell goat. So we had to try the goat satay. Have you ever had goat before? Is that what you're about to ask?
Yeah, I was about to ask you that. I've never had it. And while you were ordering it, I Googled the difference between goat and lamb.
Uh-huh.
And goat has...
The animals? Or the meat?
The meat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know the difference between a goat and lamb.
One goes, and one goes...
And goat tends to have a milder, sweeter flavored meat than lamb.
Oh.
The sauce on this one looks different too.
How delightful. It's very tender. I'm trying to figure out, what does this taste like?
It almost tastes like an herbal roasted pork or something.
I think I have to give this like a 5.5. Because we've already rated so many things 5.
It's 5 plus.
5 plus, yeah, we'll give it a 5 plus.
Yeah.
Wow. That's like the best meat I've had. Certainly in a minute.
Yeah. I mean, the texture is kind of like a really well-cooked steak almost.
It is.
Ooh.
Get the goat. If you hesitate, don't. Just get the goat. Thanks, Jane.
Yeah.
Hey, Michelle, would you say that the goat is the goat?
The goat is the goat. Yep.
You know? The goatest of all time? I'm just going to rub it all over your face.
No.
Oh, yeah. Here, come here.
No. No.
Okay, it is time for a Indonesian food lightning round. So there were a couple things that we wanted to get that you actually have to bring back and warm up yourself. And there were some desserts as well that I just don't think it would be right to sit there and unwrap them and just eat them outside. It'd be weird. So here we go. Starting with the Lemper, which is this boy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a snack that's made with glutinous rice. It's usually filled with chicken. Most of them were sold out, so we had to get the vegetarian one.
Yeah, we wanted to get the abonsapi, which is like is that the meat floss?
Yeah, meat floss.
Ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
It's got like it's like an ambiguous savory flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
And got a nice chew. I love the rice on the outside. It's like kind of like an Indonesian onigiri.
Yeah, it is. Like a little bit like mushier, but it's really nice. Also, the inside tastes a lot like Nasi.
5 stroopwafels? I'm rating like everything, almost everything. 5
I know.
stroopwafels
I was
today.
like,
I think there's only one thing that I've rated so far that wasn't.
Yeah. I'd give it 3.5. All right, what's next?
The Panada Makreel. Look at this boy. It's like a donut.
Look at it.
It's kind of like the Javanese lumpia that we had earlier.
Smell it.
Also smells like the Javanese lumpia that we had earlier. It smells like a donut.
Yeah. So it is a savory pastry, even though the outside does smell a little bit sweet. And it has, I believe, dried mackerel inside.
Wow, it really feels like an oli bowl with mackerel on the inside.
Oh my gosh, it really is. It's got like
Need
the
some powdered sugar.
fried exterior and the really like bready center. And it looks like there's some green onions in there too. Wow.
Mackerel.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of seasoning.
Yeah.
A little spicy.
Yeah, it's got like the prickly spice going on.
I know this is insane, but I'm going to go with 5 stroopwafels again.
Me too.
Yeah.
5 stroopwafels. It's perfect. I wouldn't change anything about it.
And the last food from the savory lightning round is this meat pastei. Do you remember which meat we got?
Yeah, it's kip. It's chicken.
Okay. Looks like a sunrise, doesn't it?
It does.
There's noodles inside and peas and carrots. Whoa.
There's something sweet inside.
Mm-hmm. Could be the carrots.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Now, the outside of this isn't like too crispy or anything, but I think you could remedy that by using an air fryer. Damn, that's really good too.
5 stroopwafels.
5 stroopwafels? Is this going to be a boring video just because everything tastes delicious?
All right. And now it's time for the dessert lightning round. I'd say we're starting with the Dadar Gulung. Oh, it's the green one.
The bright green one.
All right.
Yeah, so this is pandan mixed into flour on the outside. And I'm guessing with this one, there might be a little bit of green food coloring also. And there's, I think, toasted grated coconut inside. Oh, yeah.
I hate coconut.
Just take a little bite. Mmm. Mmm.
Sunscreen.
It's juicy, kind of.
I think if you like coconut, you would really enjoy this. I don't like coconut, therefore I'm going to abstain from voting.
That's fair. It kind of reminds me of a Bounty bar without the chocolate, like a better Bounty bar. So I'm going to give it 4 stroopwafels.
Next is the Martabak, and it looks similar. I think the exterior is just a little bit more bready.
Yeah, so this is a thick filled pancake. This can either be sweet, which I think is more traditional, or savory. But when you're looking for it, I think if it's just called a Martabak, you can assume that it's sweet. But if it has the word like telur after it, then it's the newer sort of savory version. So I was just assuming that this one was sweet. Yum. I think it's beef.
Curry beef. Wow.
It's got bits of beef. You get like the yellow curry flavor, and it's got little bits of red pepper and onion.
This would also be a lot better in an air fryer because I think the outside would crisp up like a lumpia.
So it'd be like a curry lumpia. Yeah.
I'm going to unfairly give it 4 stroopwafels because I think it hasn't reached its full potential because it's cold.
Yeah, don't take points off because of the temperature.
But I do believe that if this was like in an air fryer and if it was warm, I think it would be an easy 5.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4 stroopwafels as well.
And last but not least, the thing that I think everyone has been waiting for / expecting, Spekkoek. And we got the pandan one. We've had the original one, I believe, in the Indonesian food, the rice toffel video that we did last year.
Yeah, it's a cake-like dessert with the alternating colors. And generally the common flavors are going to be like warm, sweeter spices like cardamom or cinnamon. And the pandan, it was interesting. I've been eating this, but I didn't understand what that actually tasted like. And evidently it's a grassy sweet flavor with a hint of vanilla.
It's a big bite. The line for this place was super long. Like every time they put out Spekkoek, like a swarm of people surrounded them.
And they had ones that were like this big.
And they had like 4 different kinds.
Oh my gosh.
This is really interesting.
Isn't it? What do you think of the flavor?
Very, very light, like sugar cane flavor.
Yeah.
Very light though.
Like a green sugary flavor.
Yeah. And the texture is really nice. It's very like creamy.
Yeah.
Even if that was the cake. Very delightful. vegetables. There's one more thing we have to go out and get. You ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
And finally, we've had our eye on this truck since yesterday, and we think it's a pretty interesting way to consume what we think is the most popular satay, kip or chicken satay. So this is a kip satay broodje. It has the satay on it. It's got the baked onions or the fried onions, and then the ketchup sauce.
And it looks like there's like cucumbers on it too, so it's got a little bit of that the achar, as you would say. You're making a mess.
That's how you know it's good.
That's true. Oh, is it good?
Oh, it's really good.
Really? Is it spicy?
It's got a little bit of heat on it. Like I saw him put that sauce on it. It was just like a drizzle.
Reading the menu, the cucumbers are sweet and sour. How many stroopwafels?
5 stroopwafels.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's really good. It's kind of like a unique sauce that's on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to take a bite. The sweet and sour cucumber on that is very, very pleasant. Wow. Yeah. Five stroopwafels.
So good.
Man, what a delight. I'm loving like all of the like what I perceive to be traditional Indonesian things here, but then also like the different takes on the street food that they have here. Like this broodje, it just like adds a little bit of variety and shows that you can like, you know, do things the old way, which is good sometimes, or, you know, jazz it up a little bit and have a little fun with it, which is also good sometimes.
Yeah, also we didn't go to any of them, but there are a couple of stalls that sell this over fries.
Oh, the loaded fries?
Yeah, the loaded fries with the different kinds of like toppings. Those look really good too.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Indonesian food? Let us know in the comments. Did we miss something today? There's a pretty good chance that we did.
We definitely
there were
did.
like 50 unique items that we counted just walking around. So we probably missed something. And if we missed your favorite thing, we apologize, but tell us about it in the comments anyway. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Ta-ta!